Mumu is going to give you up to 15 free stocks. When you open a new Mumu brokerage account, you put $100 in that brokerage account, they're going to give you 5 free stocks. You put $1,000 in that brokerage account, they're going to give you 15 free stocks. Click on that link down in the description box, open up that new Mumu account today, go get that free stock, go get that free money. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button. I really would appreciate it. Also, hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. Be careful down in the comment section of the videos. A lot of spam, a lot of scammers. I will never ask you to contact me by WhatsApp or Telegram. I also do not invest money for my subscribers, so please be careful. Don't get yourself scammed. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through, once you get $1,000 in your savings, I'm going to give you 5 things that you should consider doing with that $1,000. Why would you consider that? If you want to build wealth, you got to start somewhere. And I think if you start with $1,000 and you consider these 5 things, I think you give yourself a great chance to get to your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. The first thing I recommend you do once you get $1,000 in your savings is invest in yourself. Here's the deal, guys. The more I'm able to get out and generate income, keep that income, I have a really good chance of multiplying it and getting to wealth. But the only way I can make income is I got to have a skill set. I got to add value to the marketplace. The more value I can add to the marketplace, the more money I can make. So if you have a low skill set where you're not making a lot of money, then my recommendation is invest in yourself and get you a higher skill set that would then add more value to the marketplace and therefore increasing your income. Number 1 tool to build wealth is income. Plain and simple. How in the world do I go from a low skill set to a high skill set? That's where the $1,000 comes in, guys. You got to go out and find some things that you're interested in, and then you have to invest in learning those things that will potentially help you get a higher skill set so that you can make more money. But here's the deal. Without money, without income, we cannot build wealth. So if we got a low skill set, the goal is to invest that $1,000 in our learning so that we can get a higher skill set. The second thing I recommend you do is put that $1,000 in an emergency fund. Now, for a lot of us, $1,000 is not going to be enough in our emergency fund. Why? Because our emergency fund needs to be 3 to 6 months of our expenses. But the $1,000 is a good start. So if I got $2,000 a month in expenses, bare minimum I should have in my emergency fund is $6,000. All the way up to what? $12,000. But the $1,000 that I save up is the beginning steps. Remember, first thing you got to do with the $1,000 is increase your income through a higher income skill set, right? Once you do that, then you'll start making more than $1,000. And that's when you start taking that extra $1,000 and putting it in an emergency fund so that if you hit a financial bump in the road, guess what? You can cover yourself for 3 to 6 months until you can get back on your feet. That's the purpose of an emergency fund. It protects you in case you get sick, in case you get laid off. It will cover you for 3 to 6 months until you can get back on your feet. The third thing I recommend you do with the $1,000 that you save is to start paying off high interest rate credit card debt. Right now, the average interest rate for credit card debt is 22%. So if I got $1,000, I need to be thinking about taking that $1,000 and paying off any high interest rate credit card debt that I have. Because that's just like me earning 22% on that $1,000. And again, guys, $1,000 is not going to be enough in most instances to pay off all your credit card debt. But guess what? It's a start, right? It's a start. We got to start somewhere. And that $1,000 that you save should be going towards paying off any high interest rate credit card debt. Step one, increase your skill set. Step two, put your emergency fund in place. And then step three, start paying off any high interest rate credit card debt. Now let's move on to step four, which is taking that $1,000 and starting a business. Now, a lot of y'all might say, hey, times are kind of volatile right now. Why would I want to start a business in this economic situation we're in? Well, here's the deal, guys. When times are volatile, in my opinion, that's the best time to start a business because you got less competition. When everything is great, the economy is booming, unemployment is low, everything is doing great, everybody wants to start a business. But when interest rates are sky high, inflation is still high, people don't want to start a business. Number one reason they don't want to start one is because they can't go out and borrow money cheaply when interest rates are high. But for you, you got $1,000 you've saved. You could start a business with $1,000. I started my YouTube channel with less than $1,000. And now I've turned that investment into a really, really big income. All because I did what? I took my little bit of money I started my YouTube with, under $1,000, and I invested it in a business, RF Financial Consulting. And now, 4 years later, that business is doing extremely well. And I started my business when? When times were volatile, right after the pandemic started. I started my business. Nobody else was starting businesses then. I had less competition. Now, all of a sudden, my business is doing extremely well. My point here is, guys, take that $1,000 and consider starting yourself a business. And again, it doesn't have to be a business where you need a lot of employees or you need a brick and mortar location. There are many, many, many ways. You can take $1,000, go online, start a business that's all online for less than $1,000. But that's the fourth thing I would recommend you consider with the $1,000 that you have in your savings. The fifth thing that I consider you do with $1,000 ASAP is start investing in assets. We gotta have assets, guys, if we want to ever get to a situation where we have passive income coming in. I can't actively work for my income for the rest of my life. At some point, I'm not going to be able to work. And if I don't have assets that generate passive income, I'm not sure what I would do, right? So my recommendation is when you do the first four things that I've asked you to consider with that $1,000, then that fifth thing is going to be invest. And you got to invest in things, in my opinion, that give you a really good chance of building wealth. I personally like paper assets, and I also like real estate for income. But if I had to choose between the two, in this situation we're in this economic environment we're in today, I would take paper assets. Why? Because it's the only real pure form of passive income that I know of. Plus, I don't have to have a whole bunch of money to get started. If I want to go buy real estate for income, I need some more money. $1,000 is not going to do it. But I could take my $1,000, I could put it in an S&P 500 ETF that tracks the S&P 500 index. And had I taken that $1,000 and put it in 2023, guess what? It wouldn't be $1,000. It would actually be over $1,200. Now that seems like a small amount, but guys, we got to start somewhere when we're starting to invest in paper assets. My point is, you have to take that $1,000, in my opinion, and start building wealth. Now, $1,000 is not going to get you to wealth. It's not going to get you the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. But what it will get you is a start. It will help you start working on your behaviors that you will need from a money standpoint in order to start investing long term. Because remember, whatever my behavior with money is at $1, it's going to be the same behavior with money at $1 million unless I change something in my filter system. And that's what that $1,000 will allow you to do. It'll allow you to start developing good behaviors with money, good investment behaviors as you start investing on a monthly basis. And as you increase your income, guess what? You increase your investment. The $1,000 is just the first starting point. So there are the 5 things I recommend you do with $1,000 once you have it in your savings account. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing, share the video, smash the like button. Thoughts become things. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness, never stop believing in yourself, and I also want you to stay healthy and get wealthy in 2024. Peace. Mumu is going to give you up to 15 free stocks. When you open a new Mumu brokerage account, you put $100 in that brokerage account, they're going to give you 5 free stocks. You put $1,000 in that brokerage account, they're going to give you 15 free stocks. Click on that link down in the description box, open up that new Mumu account today, go get that free stock, go get that free money. Go check out my new website, Richard Fain Millionaire Mentor website, www.richardfain.net. Click on that link down in the description box. Go check out my website. Go check out those fantastic digital products that I handpicked to help you get to your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Also, while you're there, consider joining my private mentorship club. Just click on that membership button or that join button in the website and join today so that you can be a part of a very exclusive mentorship club offered by yours truly, Richard Fain.